Welcome back to Theresa.is.Dead. My name is Theresa and I'm very much alive. And if you're new here, welcome. I have an awful garbage mouth where I tend to use fuck as a comma. If you're not into that or weird shit in general, feel free to X out this video here, thumbs down on the way out, so that I may remember our time fondly. Guys, two things. One, I realized I fucked up because I should have recorded my intro before I had makeup on, but I didn't. Surprise, this is what the look is. Now, with that said, I want to say a very, very special thank you to those who have asked me to be a part of this collaboration. I'm going to link everybody's stuff down below. Feel free to go check this out. The reason why I chose to do this collaboration is because I really love the message behind this. As we are in Pride Month and we are celebrating Pride, I really love the idea of doing this monochromatic eye look to represent the colors of the rainbow. And the whole message behind this collaboration is, you know, we're all different, yet we're all the same. And I think that is a really good point. As someone who is a very big supporter of the LGBTQ community and have a lot of gay friends in my life, I felt this tag was important to me because it's true. It doesn't matter what your race is, it doesn't matter what your sexual orientation is. Fuck, if you want to be a toaster, go for it. But deep down inside, we all have the same blood. And yes, even toasters, they bleed. So thank you again for allowing me to be a part of this collaboration. I was honored to be asked because I'm not a makeup artist by any means. I'm just a bitch that yells on the internet. So thank you for thinking of me and including me in this beautiful and wonderful tag. This video is going to be a little funny because I'm really just going to primarily focus on my eye look and highlighter as kind of like my yellow accents. Everything else is kind of more neutral. And without further ado, let me show you how to look basic as fuck. So the first thing we're going to be doing is my eye look. The eyeshadows that I'm going to be using, they tend to get a little bit messy. If I have a base down, it looks like I have jaundice and I ain't about that life right now. So what I'm going to do is prime my little baby eyes, and I'm going to be using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, right? That's what it's called. And I use the shade Vanilla. Listen, if you like eyeshadow primer, that's fine and dandy. It just doesn't work for me and I think it's bullshit. So I use a concealer base. The reason why I use this concealer base is because there's no fragrance or anything to it that irritates my eyes. I can't use any type of concealer only because of there's certain fragrances in it. So this is the only one that I found that really works for me. I could also use a MAC paint pot, but I find that that's a little bit too dry. So I always stick with this little NARS guy and I always leave my base wet and then apply eyeshadow on top of that. So. I'm also very classy and I just put it down with my finger. I mean, you could be nice and you could use a brush, but why do that when you have a perfectly good sausage finger at your disposal? I'm filming this really early in the morning and I'm actually filming this on Monday. I meant to film this over the weekend, but it kind of didn't happen. So I'm filming it Monday morning, yay. So if you hear like all those city sounds like birds chirping, which I am not getting used to because I'm used to gunshots, but the birds are lovely this time of morning. All right, so once I primed my beautiful darling baby eyelids, what I am going to do is eyeshadow. Why did that sound weird? I don't know, whatever. This is my own curated single eyeshadows palette. I love this little guy. There are a mix of a lot of different stuff in here, and if you haven't seen my Quest for Yellow video, I want to link it in the corner. These are some of the many bubbies that I swatch. I'm happy to say that I am going to be using nothing but yellows for the most part. However, there is one shade that's kind of more green, but it's like green yellow, so whatever. I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but anyway, let me show you the ones that I'm going to be working with today. This is Paper Tiger by ColourPop, Lemon Drop by Colored Rain, Maze from Clionadh Cosmetics, this is Parchment from Clionadh Cosmetics, this is Doomsday from Baby Bat Beauty, Soul from Clionadh Cosmetics, and last but not least, this is, I don't have a label on this, but I'm pretty sure that's from Shiro Cosmetics. And I believe it's Lemon Drop or something like that. Ice Lemon, Lemonade, I don't fucking remember, but if I do find it, I will leave it down below. I love this yellow, this is a gorgeous yellow. But I find that this little cocktail that I created in the corner here, I love these. If I could make my own curated yellow palette, this is what it would be. I would just actually put 2 more shades in there so I can have a 9-pan because I'm even and I have OCD. But other than that, these are the shades that I really, really like. So we're gonna go in with this shade, which is kind of like a yellowy, orangey, mustard brown kind of color, but I still consider it yellow. And this is Paper Tiger from ColourPop. Alright, so I'm gonna use my Luxie mini tapered brush. Don't even know the number because it rubbed off. But anyway, I'm gonna put it on this part of my eye and kind of work it just towards the middle. And you just wanna go back and forth just in that area. Don't go all the way to the corner, but just go, you can maybe even take it to like 2/3 of the lid. I have to say that I'm really enjoying this new apartment. It's so quiet compared to where I used to live. And it's a little bit crazy that I haven't had any issues And I say that's crazy because I see crazy every day. So it's kind of strange to me that everything has been kind of really cool. Not that I'm welcoming it into my life, but by no means I'm still kind of like waiting for someone to start screaming and start pounding on my door. Now, with that said, the only thing that I can complain about in this building is that there's a girl that lives in apartment B. Very sweet, super sweetie, right? Like every time I see her, she's always like, hey, how's it going? You know, and I'm like, hey. No, my problem is that she slams the door. So when like you get out of the elevator door, she like doesn't, like maybe I'm just considerate. So I'm like, I just close the door quietly. You know, I don't know if people are napping or whatever. And this bitch is like slamming stuff. And then when she goes into her apartment, it's like she literally swings the door open and then it's a heavy ass door. And then it's like to the point that it always just makes me jump. But it's not enough for me to say anything. You know what I mean? Like I'm just kind of like splitting hairs at this point. I could have a completely worse neighbor. I could have somebody that literally is an asshole. So I'll shut the fuck up, but I was just like,
girl, where you going? You don't need to slam shit, girl.
So now after that I did all of that work and whatever it was, I'm gonna use the shade Maze up here from Cleona. And I'm gonna put it in this region of my eyelid. And I'm gonna marry the two together like cousins. That sounded really weird, but it sounded really funny in my head, so whatever. Oh God, Theresa.is.Dead's canceled. She likes cousin marriage. Never said that, but now I did. Oh God. Kind of work it ever so slightly. That's the only thing about Cleona Cosmetics.
Love them to pieces, bitch.
But you can see that they're a little bit powdery. Not terrible though. If you're used to ABH, then you should have no problem with these eyeshadows. They tend to have a little bit more fallout than I like. But again, if you just do your eye makeup first and stop bitching about it, you're fine. But I know not everybody likes to do that. So if you put a lot of powder down, I think you should be okay. Ah, look at that wonderful gradient. I am not a beauty guru. I'm not a makeup artist by any means. So if you're really trying to learn something here,
bitch, you came to the wrong place.
I actually kind of want to do a video of me showing how I did my makeup in high school. Ooh, girl, that was rough. It was always like the same brown eyeshadow, but like no eyebrows because I didn't even understand what the concept of eyebrows was. I actually only started doing eyebrows not that long ago, like maybe, I don't even know, like a year and a half ago. I literally would do my eye makeup without any eyebrows. I know. When I think about that, I cringe. Like my wedding photo, I cringe when I think about that because I was just like, I don't have eyebrows. It looks like I made that choice to do that. And it's just like, no, I just wasn't smart enough to fucking put a pencil to my eye. And I have to thank to my friend, Diana, who was the one that was like, hey, let's go to Sephora on our lunch break. Let me put some eyebrows on you. And she did that and I freaked out in the Sephora. I said,
I don't look like me anymore.
And then I came back to work and everyone was like, oh, I really like your face today, Theresa. Like, it looks good. And I'm like, oh, it's because I have eyebrows. And then I felt really bad and I apologized to Diana and I was like, hey Diana girls, I'm so sorry, but can you teach me how to do my eyebrows?
It's like, yeah, no, sorry, like I don't know what I was thinking. I'm obviously like look so much better with eyebrows because I'm vain, so how do I do this?
And that's pretty much the story of how I got eyebrows a couple of years ago at my job. Now everyone comes up to me and is like, oh my God, I really love your eyebrows. And I'm like, joke's on you, I literally don't even know what the fuck I'm doing half the time. I know people kind of clock me sometimes in the comments that over here, like there's still hair there. I don't want to change the shape of my eyebrows and I don't want any threading or waxing. I did threading once and it scarred me for life. My hair is fair, so like I don't care that much if you see little bits of hair right there. But if it bothers you,
go fuck yourself, I don't care.
Anyway, so I feel like I did that without explaining anything. Like I mentioned, just take that shade Maze and just put it in this corner and then lightly feather it out right here just to like marry the two like cousins right over there. So that's pretty much all you're gonna do. You don't have to go with too much product, just like only around this area, but when it gets here, don't put a lot of product because then it kind of gets a little weird. Now, after I did all that shit, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is a Lemon Drop. And I'm gonna tap my brush into it ever so gently. Sorry if that offends anybody. I just been watching a lot of Fargo lately. And also my coworker is from Minnesota, so that's literally all I do to her. But she likes it though, so it's not harassment yet. I'm just gonna go on this portion right here, 1/3 of the lid, and then just gently stamp on this color. This is a pigment. It does blend out, but I just like to be very, very gentle with this one because as you can see, it's starting to already have fallout. So I don't want to molest this one too much only because she a bitch to clean, you know what I mean? So you basically want to work it to almost a little bit over half a lid. And I could be every other YouTuber and do a cut crease, but listen, that's just not my style. I'm not very good at it. That's why I don't really do it too much. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, it's just not a part of like my makeup wheelhouse when I do makeup. You know, by the way, so sorry I said wheelhouse. I feel like it's just such a work thing to say. Ugh. Kick my own ass. So you're just gonna go from the outer to about a little bit over the halfway point onto your lid and you just stamp it. Stamp, 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 stamp. Stamps.com. See, it looks wonderful. And as you can tell, there's that lovely ring of jaundice right there. So we're just going to brush it away. And see? Still yellow. Now in a very small concealer brush from Moda, I'm gonna go into the shade Soul right here. So you could actually use the shade wet or dry. I just prefer it to be a little bit wet because your girl's dangerous. Do it very slowly and very gently. Like you don't have to go too crazy. And the reason why I do that is because you see I got hooded eyes. Bitch. When I go a little bit above, it starts to transfer. So for this particular look, because I don't want to lose this little slice of lemon right here, I just want to stay very close to the lid.
Tap it in. Just tap it in. Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
So over the weekend, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but I actually had to get evacuated from a store. So I was in Trader Joe's with Alex. We were buying gyoza, which is my fucking favorite, and like, you know, stuff. The store is pretty crowded. Alex stayed in line. I'm gonna go look at these succulents. And the reason why I was looking at succulents is because I am obsessed with spooky lips and fat hips. I love Lacey. I love her so much. And she has become a plant guru. You should follow her on Instagram if you're not following her. Like, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but she posts the most amazing jungle pictures. And we kind of moved around the same time. So now I'm like obsessed with trying to find the perfect plant to go into my little foyer area. It's not even a foyer. You just walk in and it's just, there's a little table there. A little wooden table. You just put your keys on it, but I want to have like a little something there. And I have a cactus in my kitchen, but I wanted like a little succulent or whatever. Something that's like very easy to maintain. When I was in Trader Joe's, they had like a wall of succulents. So I'm looking at everything and I'm like trying to find the prettiest one because I'm vain. And obviously if I had children would give them complexes. So I'm like looking for stuff. By the way, that was a joke. I would never actually do that. In any case, so I'm trying to find the one that I really like. Found the most perfect, beautiful one. Her little succulents were just so succulent. It was adorable. I don't know what the proper term for stuff is. I didn't do very well in biology, so whatever. Anyway, so I find the perfect one, grab it, joined Alex back online. Soon as the guy is about to ring one item, the fucking fire alarm goes off and he's like, we gotta go. And I'm like, no! So I had to abandon my cart and they couldn't tell us how long it was gonna take. Where we were, it's a whole complex of stores and all the stores evacuated at the same time. So, and the fire department wasn't there and we were outside at that point for a couple minutes and I was like, I guess it wasn't meant to be have the succulent. I kind of like to try to think of it as like, it wasn't meant to be. Like that succulent wasn't supposed to be my succulent. So, oh well. Anyway, let me know down below your favorite little house plant that's very easy to maintain and I'll look into it. So the brush that I used before that has the lemon drop on it, I'm gonna go back and just ever so slightly, just kind of go over the edge and marry the two little babes together. And I'm actually, after this, I'm gonna go back in with the Soul shade, whatever remaining product is, and then place it gently right on that area to kind of like, you know, form a little seal there. I don't know the proper eyeshadow term, but I feel like that's appropriate. Or not, I don't know. Don't listen to me, you're not gonna learn anything. What did I tell you? Go back in, do a little stamp, stamp, stamp. Now I'm gonna take this shade, Doomsday, and I'm gonna go right over that area. Kind of add another little lemony dimension to it. With that same little tiny brush that I put Doomsday, I'm gonna go right over here, like on the edges. So I don't have a yellow blush or contour, so I kind of just use like basic bullshit. Milani, Kat Von D, and a little bit of Hula Light. So I do want to use this product though that I've been like, I swatched and I haven't really used too much of. And this is from Lunar Beauty, and this is the Moonstone Highlighting Powder. I think, is that what the fuck it's called? What is it called? I don't even know. Yo, Moon Prism Powder, my bad. Moon Prism Powder. First of all, can we appreciate how adorable this packaging is? Fuck. When he launched his makeup line, nothing interests me. However, this though, this interests me because of the packaging, and I am a packaging whore. This is beautiful, and I have to say that it doesn't disappoint. This is so gorgeous. Being that it's kind of like an icy, kind of yellowy highlight, I'm going to take a little bit on my Wayne Goss bougie ass brush here that I got from Beautylish, and I'm gonna tap it on here, and I'm gonna bring it down a little bit on my face. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous highlight. When Alex actually picked up the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker collection, I asked him, since he was in a Morphe store, like, hey, can you just ask him if they have this highlighter? And lo and behold, they had it. Although it was a little dramatic that both products were in the same bag, considering they don't like each other, but you know, they figured it out.
Alert the drama channels. Manny and Jeffree Star have been seen together.
I'm gonna throw a little highlighter here, a little highlighter here. I'm gonna use my little piggy little finger. Oh my god, look how pretty that bitch is. Ugh, okay. I like to put it right here in the little bridge of my nose to kind of give me that I ate way too many McRibs sweat line. Put it right on my nose like I'm a little
Pixie.
straight out of a fucking Disney movie. And then I like to put it right above my Cupid's bow to give me that I ate 3 cheesy gordita crunches. Oh, I'm glowing like an alien slut.
I love it.
All right, now let's finish this eye look. So I'm gonna do 2 things here. And I know it's gonna sound a little weird, but just follow me. I'm gonna take this neon ColourPop liner and I'm gonna line my waterline with it, and then I'm gonna go right over it with this little Kat Von D brown eyeliner. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want a little yellow kind of poking through it. I want like a little bit of a neon moment there. Normally I would use Almay, but I wanna play around with this one today. And the reason why I use brown, you could use black, but I feel like sometimes black is a little bit too stark. Brown and yellow, I personally feel go together a little bit better. And considering I have like these adorable little blue eyes, I think brown and yellow just works better for me. But I mean, you could use black. No one's stopping you. I'm not your mother, so do whatever you gotta do. So that's what the yellow looks like, and now we're gonna put the brown right on top of that. So basically I kind of messed up a little bit because for whatever reason the ColourPop formula was not mixing with the Kat Von D formula, so I had to use my Almay pencil, which I probably should have used from the start, but whatever. I'm sorry, Almay, please forgive me. So I put Almay right on top of that yellow, and I also kind of screwed up a little bit on the top here, but it's fine because we're gonna cover this bitch with mascara, so it's okay. Essentially, you're just gonna wanna put it in your waterline and your tight line, so all the way up by your eyeball. So on this beautiful Luxie flat definer brush, we're gonna be taking the 2 shades right over here, Paper Tiger from ColourPop, Parchment from Cliona Cosmetics. We're gonna mix these babies. And you're gonna wanna work it like right around where that neon is. I wanna go in just a couple of times. You're going to take that yellow that you had from Doomsday and just like kind of put it right in that inner corner. You don't have to go back in, you could just take whatever you have as the excess, and then you could just bring it all the way across to just marry the colors together. Now on a clean blending brush, you're just gonna sweep the bottom a couple of times and then bring it up a little bit onto this area of your eye. And last but not least, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this shade, which I believe is from Shiro Cosmetics, and I'm gonna go in with a little pencil brush, and I'm going to dot my inner corner with it. I don't go too crazy. I don't go right straight up into the inner corner so much. I like to do it a little bit on the outer over here. And you're just gonna pop this one on right there. So you're gonna sweep it up so it joins that line up there. Do the same on this side. Both of my eyes are not exactly the same shape, so like I'm able to get really in the inner corner here and this one not so much. Kind of like having that one tip that's bigger than the other. It's kind of like how my eyes are, especially in these 2 corners. I try to even it out as much as humanly possible. But thumbs up this video if you also have uneven eyes. And then I'm gonna go back into Soul. Like that. Feather it up just a little bit. Doesn't have to go as far up as that other shade did. Just a little bit. And to finish off this look, we're gonna go in with some brown mascara from Benefit. I love the Roller Lash one so much. And this is the completed look. Hold on, let me do my normal beauty guru thing. Anyway. This is the look that I got going on for you today, so let me zoom you right in if you're interested in seeing more of this stuff and turn up that motherfucking brightness. This is the beautiful monochromatic eye look, and I paired it with the beautiful yellowy gold highlighter from Lunar Beauty, which I gotta say...
Yo, Manny, your highlighter's a good bitch. Fuck me up.
Thank you again to all the wonderful and beautiful creators that are in this collab. Thank you for one, asking me to be a part of it and thinking that I have some sort of fucking skill. Cause bitch, I don't, but thank you for even asking me. I feel like that kid in class that still gets the trophy just because I participate. So thank you, I appreciate that. I'm going to link everybody that belongs to this collaboration down below. They have some bomb ass fucking looks that you guys should go check out. Collectively, all together, we are a beautiful, beautiful, bright ass fucking rainbow, and I love that so very much. So if you are interested in seeing more videos like this in the future, please let me know down below because I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, I guess that's about it. On that note, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button. It's free. And hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Discord, and Thursdays we have a podcast called The Miserable Three. It's a separate channel. Everything's linked down below. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.